Hey guys, ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Welcome, welcome, welcome to my broadcast. I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, and giggles and laughs. It is Thursday, October 19th at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I am live. It is week 42 of 2023, and in my neck of the woods, it is currently 61 degrees with a high of 68 and a low of 53. Again, welcome to my broadcast. As I mentioned, I'm here for the next 3 hours for coloring, companionship, chat, friendship, giggles, and laughs. And I'm really glad to have you here. Welcome to my Facebook peeps who come in and chat with me. That's always fun. And I misspoke, didn't I? Welcome to my YouTube peeps who come in and chat with me. We'll get her. And welcome to my Facebook peeps who will see this broadcast after the fact when I download it to my group, Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick on Facebook. All right, now we got it straight. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday to one and all. All right, that's Moggy. She always sings when she walks in. And there's Sandy. Hi, Sandy. All right. Good to see everybody. So we've been working on our Indian. And just to explain to those of you who are new that are or will be watching this broadcast, I always have a duet, which means I give you a freebie from my Facebook group. And we color it together. And the idea is that you pace me and then you can learn firsthand as we go along. Now, this one is from the American Indian Jubilee. And if anybody's interested, you can find this book on Amazon. But again, people in my Facebook group got this for free. Now, if you've missed doing this, if you're first time here, whatever the case may be, let me know and we'll go ahead and get you a copy. Usually, if somebody mentions that they'd like to get a copy, one of my peeps is kind enough to go ahead and take the time to get it to you. All right, so we've been working on this. Then, we've been working in Pop Manga Coloring Book, Camilla DeErico, and I'm working on the image here that has the chariot pulled by the butterflies. Isn't that gorgeous? Hey, Linda. And the last that I did on this, so I started this a couple days ago, started with the skin here, and then I've been working on the turquoise butterflies. And then, drum roll. Hi, Dorothy. Hi, Linda. Hi, Michelle, Wally. And then, as I announced in my group, I've got a new book that was just released. Picture Mandalas Jubilee. I just got this little puppy today. And this is a different style of picture. I've got 50 grayscale and line art mandalas that are actually pictures to color and enjoy. So in other words, Maggie did the cover for me. So in other words, instead of having just lines on the images, they're actual pictures, as you can see on the cover. All right, so let's get through this real quick so we can get coloring. Wally and Michelle say hi. Yeah. All right. So right off the bat, you can see very clearly what this is all about. Isn't that cool? Now, when you're doing these, you don't obviously you don't have to do them the same color. You can do them different colors. And on some of these, there is space to add your own little doodahs in it. All right. So I've got a little troll in here. Gnome. Love in the center, and then the flowers around the outside. Anybody else's pages are fuzzy? I'm looking at a monitor, they look clear. Now this one, heart design all the way around. And again, these are neat because you can add your own comments in them. Little sayings, put a little poem in there. Here's one with cats. Now if you look carefully, there's a little mouse hidden on there. So that's the same all the way around there. Now this one I thought was really cool. We have our little drummer boy here, American flag, eagle, and then some star-like patterns. Couple mice here. Anybody else having issues with fuzziness? Now this one I thought was really neat. We've got teddy bears around the outside, and then the grayscale image of the little baby. Maggie, Linda, Dorothy, any problems with seeing the pages? Now this one we have an African theme. Lions and giraffe. Check that out. So that pattern is all the way around the outside. All right, Maggie, they look good. All right. So here, roses around the outside, birds, and then our flower pattern in the center. Now, for you hummingbird lovers, I thought this was really cute. The thistle plant hummingbirds. And again, your center here is great for putting in your own writings and sentiments. Now, here I've got a grayscale gnome and then line art gnome and then plants around the outside. Now, I know that not all of you are into mandalas, but with this being different, that it's not just patterns, line art, or lines, this gives you something different. Sorry, Sandy, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody else is okay. So we have a wreath here in the center, a little bit darker, and then our girls on the outside. Now, the neat thing about this one is, as you color your ladies on here, the wreath gives them a little bit of a headdress. See? Vintage lady on this one. Here's a sunflower pattern. Here I have a wolf around the outside. The center is a howling wolf in the moon. And then our feathers on the borders. Well, the difference on these images is that we've got the whole page to look at, and they're a little bit smaller. All right, this one are ballerinas around the outside with beach ball. And then in the upper left-hand corner are teddy bears on a bicycle. Now this one has our nesting dolls, our bows, and then our lady in the center. It's a winter theme. This one, cats. And then the center image is our Victorian lady who is playing with a little feather duster. With the cat. Now this one's a little bit different. We've got the pattern here in the lower left-hand corner of the fans, and then there are additional images around the outside for an oriental theme. Now this one, the ships around the anchor. And again, you don't have to necessarily do everything the same colors, or if you do want to do them the same colors, you can do that as well. All right. Now I've got two women here. Then we've got a little fairy with fairy dust starting on the left. And so these are the duplicates. Now this one should look familiar. This is the one that I gave away as a freebie for you to color. I'll do it this way. I'll come in a little closer and then just slide over the page. This one here, our ballet theme. I thought this one was as cute as a button. Now I haven't done anything with balloons. I really need to put together a book with balloons, but check out these images. And then of course we have the sky around the outside. All right. Now here's another Halloween picture. Let me check something that yeah, these are different. This was the one that I gave away for free. Here's another one with ships. Then I've got another one with boots. I thought this one was really cute with the flowers on each one. Guys, what do you think of the concept? Here's a musical page. Now this one are parrots, and these are intermingled all the way around. And the tail is the center. Here's an owl page. Check it out. Now this one's a little bit different. We've got the young lady, I made her facing this way, and then there's an opposite this way. So she's got a lot of flowers on her head, and then of course I've got the flowers around the outside. Now this one I thought was ridiculously cute with the coffee cups. And remember, guys, if you are not particularly thrilled, just say not my cup of tea. Okay, here's the cover image. Oh, Linda, you like this one. Okay. Now this one is a little girl hugging her dog. Oop, let's get this. There we go. Hugging her dog. I thought this one was really darling. And this one, wheelchair pattern. Sandy says, not my cup of tea. Yep. Maggie, what do you think? Now, this one here, we've got Victorian girls here in the center. And this is a concept of them playing in the garden, a walled garden. And then this one, of course, our little dog that's yanking away at food from the bowl. Now this one I thought was really cute. Nurses, it says love in the center. And again, there's enough room on here that you guys can write little messages if you like. Now this is a rooster. Some people, it might take a second when you see the pattern to realize what it is. Here's a little fairy dancing. I thought this one was particularly cute. And again, if these aren't your cups of tea, I get it, no problem. All right, now on this one, let me pull out a second and then I'll get close up again. This one gives you a nice little tangle of images. I thought that was really cute. Obviously, it's the dog that's yanking on the meat again. And then I've got a little pattern in the center. And here we've got some teapots. Then I've got a lemon, Little croissant, tea bag. All sorts of cutie little things. Let me zoom in on this one. We've got our young lady with the birds. She's got some keys hanging down here. And look at this one. I think this is ridiculously cute. Check it out. Our little puppy dachshund in hands. And then I've got a nautical theme, not nautical, a sea theme. Our jellyfish and of course our shells and so forth around it. Now this one, I had to put one involved pattern in here. This one was a doozy to put together. But it's pretty. This one, if you do it, it's going to make your eyes cross. And then on this one, I've got iguanas. And I thought it would be cool to make each iguana a little bit different. So we've got a plain one here. Here's a speckled one. Then we've got the one with the scales. And then this one with the black dots. Okay, there you go. And then of course, don't die of shock now. Is everybody ready? You know that I'm going to say thank you for your purchase. So I changed up the page. All right, there you go. So, what would you say about this book? Not your cup of tea? Or do you like it? Sandy says that it's not her cup of tea. Anybody else care to comment? You know that I appreciate feedback, guys. Dorothy, you're good to go on it? Okay. So yeah, I would do a duet out of this one. I would do a page like this where we've got a center image that we can play around with. And one that's not super involved. I would either do this one with the gnome and the love on it, or the one with the two ladies. I mean, imagine this one in skin tones. I think that would look cool. We could do different dress colors. Zoom in on the ladies. All right. Is that nice and clear for you, Sandy? And zoom in on the love one. Now, I've left the line weight on this to be airy and light, but my next one, I've gone ahead and I've changed the line weight. Guys, would you want me to do the one with the ladies on it, or the gnome? We could have fun with either one. I think the ladies would really look cool too. Let me find those again. How about I do the one with the ladies? Linda, you would want, you're thinking the ladies? I think this one would look phenomenal. Dorothy, ladies? Okay, I guess I'm doing the ladies then. I'll do that. All right. Enough of that nonsense. The book is in the Facebook group. If you're interested in picking it up, it's an affiliate link, of course. All right, we don't have very much to go on this one. So last night I was showing you doing the blanket, starting the blanket on this one. I colored the pencil green, which we decided it was a Faber-Castell pencil because of the gold band on the top. Excuse my arm. Let me grab my paper towel and let's get down to business. Okay. So the only couple things that I have to do on this yet is I'm going to color in the lead, not the lead, but the pencil between the lead and the barrel. And I'm also going to, I don't want to use black, we'll see. So I'm just going to pick up the brown It's actually a light tan. And of course the pencil that I picked is a master pencil, which is very light. Wrong one. Okay guys, I'll plan on doing the ladies like I said. So there is my brown. Let me pull in just a little closer. And that way we've got it looking more realistic. Okay. And then what I did, obviously, is I just put my little bit of greens on here, my olive, around the outside of the blanket. As though the person was working on the green on this side. Now, we do have a pipe down here. I'm not going to color that in. I'm just going to leave it. If you guys want to color that in, go ahead. But I'm going to leave that one to the imagination for the moment. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get a background on this. I'm going to make it very simple. And I'm going to use several shades of brown with this. And I'm also going to use my sponge tip applicators. So let's go ahead and start this up. And for anybody that's new that has just come in, hold on a minute. This image is free to you from my group for you to come in and color and do the duet. And I always suggest that you pace me because when I do something like this, I like to do a little bit extra and do the unexpected. Okay, now, notice on this background here, I'm not going to fill it in all the way. And don't forget, of course, that you can always use eyeshadow if you don't have Faber-Castell, chalks. See, we've got that kind of that streaky look. And I'm simply taking my chalk piece and I'm taking an X-Acto knife and I'm scraping off the chalk onto the page. Very simple method. And notice that I'm not going with my chalk all the way over to the image except in a couple of spots. So we're going to have that white. Check it out. Now, the reason that I'm doing it this way, think about it. There's a spikiness to this picture, the feathers. And there's a majestic look to this. So that's why I'm not smoothing out this background as it pertains to the light spaces, because I want it to look almost warlike. So we're making the background look a little tumultuous. Now I'm going to come in with a reddish brown. Let me put a little more on the left just to balance this out. So now I'm going to come in now with a reddish brown. Not much because it's a dark color. And I'm going to shade it into the orange. So what that means, anywhere that I put that orange, I'm going to put a little bit of this reddish brown on top of it. Let me pull out so you can see this. See how that's looking? Okay, let me continue downward. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. All right, let me show you this now with the two colors. So this side has the orange and the red. Thank you, Linda. And this side has just the orange. And remember, if you don't have chalks, use your eyeshadow. Isn't that cool looking? Now, you don't want to be too swirly. This is a little too swirly right here. I'm going to change that up a little bit. Check it out. Now, I'm going to pop in just a little bit of yellow. Don't go crazy with your yellow. We're just adding that as a tint. Isn't that beautiful? And notice how beautifully that's combining with our shades of reddish brown. Okay, let me get another Kleenex here. Hold on. Does everybody see the value of adding this yellow to our background? No pun intended. All right, let me pull out. And if you want to spot add color, all you have to do is take your applicator excuse my arm, rub it on the color that you want, in this case my yellow, and put it where you want it. Okay. Let me add a little more yellow at the top here. I think we're in pretty good shape. Questions, comments? Baby wipes. They're great for cleaning up chalks. All right. Let me put my chalks away. There we go. Little surface cleaning. And then one last little touch is I'm going to take my stick eraser and in some of these areas right next to my Indian, I'm going to erase this chalk that's gotten on the dust that's gotten on the paper. And that's going to whiten up that area. Now be careful when you erase that you don't get into a pattern with it. You want it looking casual. And notice that I'm even skipping spots where I'm erasing. All right. And notice that I'm also varying the thickness of the white around the outside. Okay, let me pull out. Guys, what do you think? Calling this one done. Now I'm going to go through and I'm going to erase the areas, the white areas, or let me say the uncolored areas. Because you know, as you're coloring, just there's normal transfer. And one little area that I'm also going to blend up a little bit and soften is basically my green right next to the hand. And then I'm going to erase, I promise this is the last little thing that I do. She says, whoops, the tip of the pencil. You want to erase around that a little bit. Notice how I'm pulling down. Let me come closer here. Notice how I'm pulling down here, erasing the green to be away from the tip or the barrel of the pencil. Let's see here. And then I'm going to pull the green up a little more around the hair. And that way it'll give you more realism. All right, questions? I'm going to call this puppy done. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to go ahead and spray this right away. So you're going to hear a little bit of clacking. I like to use my Krylon Fixative. It's number 1306. Protects pencil, pastel, and chalk drawings. Prevents smudging and wrinkling. You can rework on it, and it's archival safe. All right. Okay. All right, that's sprayed. And notice how that brings out the colors a little more. So I'm just going to let that dry a second, and then I'll go ahead and put my initials on it like I always like to do. All right, calling this one done. So who is coloring along with me tonight on this one? I love this picture. I think it's really neat. And I love the concept of it, of the hand drawing the image. And how we left it partially unfinished. So with this hand and this green pencil, I just filled in the areas where we'd have a little bit of shading. Michelle, what do you think? Okay. New image tomorrow. New duet tomorrow. So, Pop Manga Coloring Book, Camilla D'Erico. Oh, she says it's good. All right. Wally, what do you think? We'll see if Wally was paying attention. Wally's probably watching the football game. Luba. Hello. Luba dooba doo. So glad to see you. Luba dooba doo. So glad to greet you. Luba dooba doo. How are you this evening? Hey, Hey guys, I forgot to do a major thing on my Indian. Oh, I'm silly. Luba, this is what we were working on. Okay, so, oh, he's watching a murder mystery. Okay. I forgot something extra that I wanted to do on this. So, I'm taking an extra blue pencil that I have. And I'm very carefully, with my X-Acto knife, I'm going to, now you don't have to do this with the knife. I'm going to shave a flat spot on here. Just grab a little stubby pencil that you have. Oh, thank you, Luba. Just shave a flat spot on your pencil. Anybody know where I'm going with this? Be sure to keep track of your knife so you don't poke yourself. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it to my piece. So obviously this is a pencil that you don't mind sacrificing. And now we have an extra illusion on this. Now, I specifically picked the turquoise. So now I'm done with it. Now the glue that I happen to be using, it's a simple washable no-run school gel. And once it dries, it will stay. So if you think that we have an optical illusion now with the person and the pencil, look at how the addition of this pencil makes it look. I'm just getting rid of the excess. I'm not really worried about it. This dries clear. Guys, what do you think? Do you like the idea? And did I surprise you? And check out how the turquoise picks up. The turquoise that's in the rest of this. Questions, comments? All right, new duet tomorrow. Let me know how you like this with the gluing of the pencil. Alrighty, now I'm ready to switch over. Okay. Let me take a quick peek at something here. Let me show you something that Maggie did. She posted her finished piece with the two pencils that she laid down on her piece. Now, she said she didn't glue them, which is fine. She just laid them down there and then took her picture to post in the group. Maggie, that's way too funny. She'd already done this before I showed you the gluing. I love it. So that's another way you can do that, is just to take the picture with the pencils without gluing them down. I decided to glue mine down. Oh, Maggie, I don't know, we always seem to know what each other's thinking. Okay, let's color some butterflies. Guys, get creative when you do your finished pictures and include the pencil in them. I think that's cool. Okay, so here we go. Last night I was working on these butterflies and skin tones. Yeah, Maggie, be sure when you post, just say calling this one done. All right, so I'm just going through and I'm putting on my lightest color. Of my turquoise. Yeah, otherwise, like I said, otherwise people are going to think that you're posting a WIP. And in fact, what I would do is describe why you put the pencils on there. And just say, to carry the theme of the picture, I included my pencils in it. Because, of course, the theme of the picture is that it's not done. It's one of those things you had to be there. Okay, so we've got our lightest turquoise. There's a method to my madness here. Okay. So let me pull out. Oh, got a little corner I missed here. Now, on these butterflies that are starting to peter out in the distance, what happens to something when it goes further and further away? Now I'm using my medium turquoise. It fades into the background, that's right. So notice that as I'm going outward with my butterflies, they're getting lighter and lighter. And so all I'm using on them, on these ones here, is my light and my medium. Let's see here, let me find a white. And then when I get to my butterflies in the distance, I'm actually going to take my eraser and erase the on top of the turquoise that's there. And I'm doing it in such a way that I'm not taking it out completely. There you go. Details, guys. Check it out. All right, let's get her hair done. I think that would look really cool. Let me check something here. I'm thinking about either making her a blonde or we can go very dramatic and go with black. I'll tell you what, talk about two different colors. I'm going to go with black because of the black on the butterflies. And the other reason I'm going to go with black is because you guys are coloring a lot of Halloween pictures. And I want you to be comfortable with coloring black. So as I've told you, we don't make the whole area black by just using a black pencil, right? We're going to combine it with touches of gray. All right, I just got a touch farther than what I wanted. And we've got these little teeny tiny dots on the hair. Oh. Yeah, on your description, Maggie, when you post, just say pencils added. To give the idea of drawing and on an unfinished picture. Let me get just a little bit closer here. And how cool is this going to look? You guys are awfully quiet tonight. What are you coloring on now? Now that we're not doing the duet? Ooh, thunder. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Maggie, you're coloring the gnome from Cutie Halloween Jubilee Volume 2. Gotcha. Now be sure to turn your pencil, do that slight turn. Okay. Now, we've got a little set of braids here that we need to address. So we need to color the top and the bottom of that braid and leave that center portion open. So catch how I'm doing that. Luba, you're coloring a scary goblin. Oh my gosh, your pieces. Oh. You've been coming up with some interesting Halloween colorings. Okay. Now I'm going to take a dark gray but you don't want to go too dark because you don't want it to disappear against the black. Oh man, it is absolutely pouring outside. I can hear it. Well, if my broadcast abruptly ends, it's a power issue. Okay, check out the medium gray. Yeah, some groups get a little uncomfortable with the intensity of the pictures. And then I'm going to come in with a lighter gray. Now, obviously, this isn't blended. And then I'm going to very gently. Now, I keep telling you, don't go crazy with your blending pencil and pound it into the paper. I'm back with my black here because I want to get rid of that line on the color change. And what do we say constitutes a good blend is what? When one color seamlessly disappears into the next. Check it out. Oh, is that cute? Let me pull out. Okay. Any questions on how I'm coloring black hair? And yes, I will be adding the blue when I get done with the rest of the curls. Because remember, we add blue, dark blue to the black to give it a rich color. Okay. There's my dark. Now, I missed a little bit of skin color here, I see. So I'm actually using my cinnamon to color this in very lightly, and then I'm darkening my edges. There you go. So here's our dark. Our medium. And our light. I think this piece is going to look absolutely phenomenal when it's done. So there's our dark. Our medium. And our light. And then our dark again. Oh, excuse me. Medium. Blooper. And then our dark. Everybody see how I'm navigating the high points of the hair? Here's our dark. Any questions on how I'm doing that, guys? It is so critical. There's our medium. And our light. Medium on our two ends here, and our light. Any questions? So guys, unless you're coloring this piece, what are you coloring? A couple of you answered. Here's our dark. Here's our medium. Linda, you're coloring a fairy house. So, Linda, have you been coloring on the train from the Mighty Trains Jubilee for Michelle? I'd like to see what a blue train looks like. What's the book on the Sandy? You're finishing up a couple pieces, okay? Linda, what's the book from the fairy house that you're coloring? There's a dark. Here's my medium. Linda, you're still working on the train? Michelle, how do you like the job that your mom's doing on the train? Is she doing a good job? Oh, how pretty is this? Oh, Michelle, you said real good. Excellent. Michelle, you know that your mom loves you to pieces, right? She just loves you like you wouldn't believe. Hey, Michelle, when was the last time you gave your mom a hug? You got the fairy book with you with an order that you placed. Oh, cool. What's the name of it? Okay, there's the dark. Here's our medium. There's our light. She knows how much you love her. You get hugs every day. How cool. Oh, Fantasy Fairy Homes. Okay. Who's the author? Okay, there's our dark. The order is from China. Ooh. There's the medium. Gotcha. It's just a pamphlet, no author. Linda, you need to take pictures of the book cover and let us see it. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. What do you think? Okay, Linda, got your text. I'll take a look at it later. Linda, what did you send me? Oh, let's take a look. Hold on. Okay, so that's the book that you got. Cool. Yeah, if you or when you post WIPs on that, just say Chinese author. Oh, Luba, thank you for your comment about the hair. All right, let's keep going with this. I don't want anybody to be intimidated by coloring hair. And I also want you to learn how to color black hair. So there's our dark. Oh, Luba, I was going to ask you, when we talked a while back, you were going to a baseball banquet. Because the games were ending for the year. So, Luba, how did the banquet go? Okay, there's our medium. And here's our light. And remember, we've got to blend away those obvious lines. Okay. All right. So now we've got our dark up here. Here's our medium. Vicky, come on. And our light. Guys, I got to check on Vicky. Give me a second. Hold on. Vicky, what's going on? Go. Go on. Go on. Hey, girl. Vicky's footing. Oh yeah, it was really fun. The food was good and the ambiance was good. Oh great. Vicky's footing has been getting a lot more unsure. As she ages, and her back legs, periodically when she stops to do something, especially when she goes to scratch, her back legs collapse on her. So I was looking on Amazon, and you can apparently purchase leg braces for animals. They're Velcro. And I'm thinking about getting her some so that she's more comfortable walking and doesn't have the collapsing issues. All right, there's my dark and my medium. And my light. And I also splurged a little bit, not from Amazon, but I got myself some more Boston baked beans. I'm happy. I'm talking about the candy. Okay, let me sharpen my pencil. So, if you own a dog that is getting older and is having collapsing issues with their legs, you can get braces for them, Velcro. Okay, there's my dark. There's my medium. And there's my light. Why am I happy? What about the candy Boston baked beans? Because I love them. I like the simple things in life now. I'm also happy because I've got my coloring channel. Linda, does what hurt her? Her collapsing legs? No, she doesn't seem to be in any pain. Okay, guys, check it out. I've just got to sharpen up a couple of these lines. There we go. Yeah, Linda, if her leg issues were causing her pain, I would be making other arrangements. Oh, you didn't hear me talking about the candy? Oh, yeah, Luba, I've just got this major thing for Boston baked beans candy. Let's see why else I'm happy. I've got a roof over my head. I've got my peeps in my group. Let's see. I don't go hungry. I live in a country that I don't have bombs falling on me. Let's see here. Okay, there's my dark. There's my medium. And here's my light. And again, I can't emphasize enough, you've got to blend so that one color blends seamlessly into the next. Okay, here's my medium. On this little curl, there was a little girl with a little curl right in the middle of her forehead. And when she was good, she was very, very good. And when she was bad, she was horrid. By the way, guys, and I hate to say this, but you do know that gasoline prices are going to go up because of this conflict with Israel, right? The oil companies will use any excuse to take advantage. Oh, Sylvie, you are happy too for so many reasons. Oh, good. Luba, why don't you tell us some of the reasons that you're happy? Okay, I'm just using my eraser here and cleaning up my areas around the hair. All right. Oh, one more reason you hear me singing. Oh, Luba. Luba dooba doo. Guys, what do you think? All right. What's my last step on the hair? Now, I know you know this, but remember, we've got new people that are watching. They come in all the time, a lot of lurkers. So that's why I ask you these questions. Either that or I'm doing it to be annoying. And you know I wouldn't deliberately be annoying. Blue, that's right. Now, it may seem like a pain in the patootie to have to go back and do that on the blue, excuse me, on the black, but it really doesn't take long at all. So what we're doing is we're putting a dark blue on the black. So Luba says, I have two beautiful girls, a wonderful husband, two dogs that you love, and you only have 2.5 years to work. And after that, you can retire, right? Now, as I'm putting this blue on the black, there is a subtle shift in the richness of the black. That's why we do this. So you will retire, you're coloring almost every day, and you have the opportunity to share your passion in your artwork. So many reasons to be happy. Yeah. Anyone else care to talk about why they're happy? Now, I understand that we have momentary issues. Sometimes I'm talking about overall happy. Guys, check out how this black is looking a lot richer. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can definitely see it. And remember, when you add your blue, you do it in such a way you want to see the effect or the final result and not the blue itself. Luba, how are your video broadcasts going? Luba is teaching others to color, and I actually donated one of my books to her. So that she can use them with her students. Okay. Is everyone clear why we use blue with our black? It gives it a beautiful, beautiful richness. Oh, there's one thing to make you sad, that you're not good at all. What's that, Luba? Sandy's got two beautiful daughters, a great husband, Tony, a lovable dog named Gracie, and your 2-year-old grandson. Oh, your videos are too long and you don't know how to exit a video. Luba, all you have to do is when you're done broadcasting, close the app on your iPhone. You've got to close it. You've got to completely close it. So you quit. And it's not a matter of just quitting out of it. You literally take your finger and swipe up on the app to quit out of it. Okay. When I do a recording, I just uploaded a bunch of videos into YouTube for my books walkthroughs. And there's a start and a stop button. And guys, if you want to see potentially a better broadcast with the images for the mandalas, go to YouTube and look up the walkthrough for the book and see if that's any clearer for you. Okay, so your phone, yeah, you use your phone video. There should be a button there that is a start button, and then it changes color, and then you click it again, and that's your stop button. Okay, here we are. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so I'm going to Luba. I use my phone video as well. I start the recording and then there's a button on there and I stop it. So Sandy's got a great family. Sandy, how is Gracie doing? You haven't talked about her for a while. The last funny thing that I remember about Gracie is that she was using the bells when Tony was watching her. Oh, you took her to work a couple of times. How cool is that? Oh! Yeah, Vicky is a 52-pound, well, now she's slightly under 50, but I wanted to get her a winter coat because my house tends to run a little bit cold. And I went on Amazon and I bought actually a toddler ski vest. It's sleeveless. And I'll put her in that. And it's funny because they tell you to measure the chest, so I measured Vicky's chest and I found one that worked out to be a good size. Okay, check out the cool looking brown on the reins. Now you know I'm going to use the second color, right? Here, Luba, let me do this. And guys, I'm sure that you don't mind. Okay, Luba, watch this. So what you do, because you have Apple, you click on, you open your camera app. See, there's your camera app. And you slide your button over to video. And that button shows up. And then you just press it. And it gets tinier red. See that? And it's recording right now. And then when you're done, all you have to do is tap it again and it ends. Does that help you? Here, let me play this video now. See that? And it's recording right now. Here, let me go back to the beginning here. And then when you're done, all you have to do and it gets tinier red. See that? And it's recording right now. And then when you're... Does that help you, Luba? So again, tap on your camera, slide your button over from photo to video. You get that red button, you click it, it records, or tap it, I should say. And you do your recording, and then you tap it again, and it stops. Oh, you know this part, your problem is when you try to few parts together. Okay, I gotcha. Luba, that is going to take an app on your iPhone. That's an app requirement to stitch those pieces together. Okay, let's continue with our straps. Now, Luba, if you don't have any apps to stitch your pieces together, then that's going to be a matter of you doing one continuous recording. When I do my videos for my walkthrough, it is one continuous recording. Okay. Okay. Look how cool these straps look. And then we've got our straps down at the bottom. Now, again, you know that I'm not just going to do the one color, right? Let me sharpen. Luba, how long are your recordings? In other words, how long are your broadcasts? Oh man, this is looking pretty cool. Now, I could have gone with a fantasy color on these straps. But I wanted to keep them neutral since I've got so much going on in this picture. So anyway, I got Vicky that little puff coat. It's going to come in tomorrow. And again, it was just a simple matter of measuring her chest. Some parts were 20 minutes, and it's too long if you try to share it on Facebook. Gotcha. All right, let me pull out. Check it out. Now, let me show you this real quick because I'm rapidly running out of time here. I've got about 5 more minutes. I'm going to take a dark brown. That was going to be my suggestion, Luba, is to just do your broadcasts on YouTube. And then you can copy the link and paste it into Facebook. That's what I do with my broadcasts. And it's funny you should say that about YouTube, because that was going to be my next suggestion. And what I would do is do it as a live broadcast. It's very simple to do. And that way, anybody watching during the time that you're live can ask you questions. Check out this darker brown. Luba, just do that. Do it on YouTube. Oh man, look how cool these look. Now I'm just running my brown, my darker brown, along one edge. Oh, you don't want to be live. I don't know if there's a way on YouTube to do a recording and then post it. I haven't looked into that. How come you don't want to be live? Guys, check out how the shading on one side really brings out these straps. Let me sharpen. Okay, and we just have the bottom to do. Hang with me, guys. I won't be much longer. Oop. Almost done. Give me about 2 more minutes of your time so I can show you this. And again, remember, I'm only doing this on one side. Okay, check this out. Luba, you can do your broadcast in French on YouTube. Okay, guys, let me pull out. Check it out. Isn't that beautiful? We got great looking black hair. I showed you how to do that. Again, if somebody were to ask you what color that girl's hair is, they would say black, even though we don't have it all black. And then we finished our Indian. And I decided to glue a pencil to it. Now, if you don't want to glue a pencil, do what Maggie did and lay your pencil, a couple pencils across the piece, call it done. But explain that the picture is meant to be partial like this. Okay, guys, I'm calling it an evening. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. This is ILene Vick for Teaching Adult Coloring with ILene Vick. Guys, joyous, joyous coloring. Whoop! I'll see you tomorrow night. Same time, same place. And we will continue with this project. Not the Indian, but you'll have a new duet. And that'll be out of my new book, Picture Mandalas Jubilee. And I will do the women that you guys asked me for. Okay, guys, take care. Love on each other. That's what we're known for. Bye.